I've got another great video for you today. But welcome back, everybody, to the channel. If you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's a great community. Hello, friend. Jim here with JB's Big Adventure, coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. I've got a great video for you. I recently was asked if Barbara and I were really happy that we live here in Mexico. And I said with a resounding yes. And I'm going to share with you why that is, that we feel blessed and grateful to be here in Mexico. Before I get to that, if you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's fast, free, and easy to do. And I know you want to be a part of this channel. All you've got to do is go to the bottom right-hand corner. There's a little red box. Tap on it, and you're subscribed. Also, make sure you give us one of those thumbs up. Lets other people know it's a great video to watch about retiring to Lake Chapala. Now getting to the information. So this person had been here before, but was very disappointed with some of the things here that they found. And I said to them that I could fully understand why they felt the way that they did, but people are people. And I said, you know what, don't let some people keep you or steal your dream from you. And this is somebody I'll probably be getting together with the relocation service. So what I want to do is I want to give you some of the reasons real quick of why, in fact, Barbara and I feel so grateful and blessed that we're in Mexico. And the first one, I'd say one of the biggest reasons is the weather. Now, we're from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and as of right now, it's really hot there. This morning, it was 66 degrees here today, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And it's a wonderful day to be alive and be where we're at. Now, here's some of the reasons why that is. We're a mile high. Lake Chapala is a mile high above sea level, and we're surrounded by mountains, and this is the second largest freshwater lake in Mexico. So another reason is the low cost of living. Now, when I say low cost of living, I'm talking about everything here is less expensive than it is in the States. And just to give you some ideas, electricity. Well, our electric bill back in the States, I want to say was right around $280, $250 a month, something like that. Here, our electric bill is about $10 a month. Literally, it is like 400 pesos. I think it's 400 pesos every 2 months. Let me think, that's 20. Yeah, it'd be $10 a month because it's every 2 months. So when it comes to electricity, inexpensive. It isn't even one of those things that you like say, well, I wish my electric bill was lower, because it already is. Talking about water. One of the nice things here about the water is that there's all these wells, freshwater wells that are here. Now, something about the different areas. Not everybody has a well like that. Or the well being contaminated. And that's why you hear sometimes about folks not being able to drink the water. Now, we have found out that we can drink our water where we're at. We're in a gated community. And we don't do that. We actually prefer having the bottled water come to the house every week. But the water is also very inexpensive. The gas is a lot less money than it was in the States. And here it's propane. So it's a great, I should say it's less expensive than the gas was in the United States. Also internet. So our internet bill here in the States, it was, I want to say it was $140 a month. We had 80 gigs. Here we have 200. In fact, I've actually checked it at speedtest.net, and we've actually had times where it was actually well over 200. And we only pay, I think Barbara says it's like $32 a month. So very inexpensive to be able to live here. Lakeside Living. Well, as I mentioned, we are a mile high. And so what you find is fresh air. you can just take a deep breath. Fresh air. It's lakeside living. It's being able to have the blue skies and look out at the water and seeing it being blue. And it's just a wonderful place to be. So another one is how friendly and welcoming the Mexican people are. It's absolutely the environment here of how that is. Now, another thing about that is the fact that I've heard people say, well, the Mexicans don't like the Americans. I have never experienced that. I've never talked to anybody. We've been here for 2 years now. I've never spoken to anyone that I felt, well, that person doesn't like Americans. That doesn't happen here. They are wonderful people. Higher quality of life. Here you are able to literally unplug. You can breathe fresh air. The temperature outside right now is 66 degrees. It's like an eternal spring. It's unbelievable, as I said again, of being able to be here. Relaxed living. You can unplug, you can kick back. You don't have to be at the high pace and the fast pace that's in the States. It's a place where you literally can relax and rest and walk and smell the roses. Another nice thing here is that we're in a close proximity when it comes to an airport to get to the States. The Guadalajara airport is an international airport, and you can be into the States within 2 hours. So it's close proximity, so you can get quickly to those loved ones or get back to the States if that's a desire of yours. Affordable housing. Now, I have shown on our videos that I've done about housing with properties as low as $250 a month US. That is legitimate here. I mean, you can find places that are less expensive to rent. Just recently, I wasn't able to get it to do a video because it rented so quick, but there was a place down at the lake that was also $250. It was more like a studio apartment, but still it was cute and it was right at the lake. And here's another thing about the housing here. You can live, bringing the money from the States, you can live in a nicer house for the same money, or you can live in a house that's less money and be able to live, and your money goes farther that way. So the housing here is very, very affordable. Excellent health care. The health care here is amazing. When you go to see the doctor, they spend an entire hour with you. And when you go for your initial visit, they want to know everything about you. And you know what really the thing here about I found the healthcare is? They care. They really care. You're not in their office for 15 minutes and they're checking their watch to let you know that you need to be on your way. But they genuinely care and want to make sure that you're getting good medical care. I heard of someone else just recently that ended up in the hospital. They said they could not believe how great the service was. They were really cared for. The facilities here are new. They've got all updated machinery and medical equipment. I mean, it's really, really, it's great healthcare here. Great healthcare. The rich and vibrancy of the culture of Mexico, not only in the colors, but in the traditions, in the food. And that's another thing. The food here is fantastic. I've talked to folks that had said they have not had a fork of food that they didn't like. That's unbelievable. There are so many different choices that you can get when it comes to food and the culture of the food. Even Mexican food. You can get all kinds of different Mexican food. Now, the thing about the Mexican food is it isn't like what you have in the States. There's only one place here called La Fiesta that actually serves Mexican food like we're accustomed in the States. But like down here, you don't have flour tortillas because here corn is grown. So you have corn tortillas. There's things that they do differently here than they do in the States. Because we're so far south, it doesn't affect what's in the States, and what's in the States doesn't affect here. So there's a lot of different things. Also on top of that, they don't really have cheddar cheese here. They've actually got cheese that they either themselves make or it's goat cheese. There's different kinds of cheeses that the restaurants serve here when it comes to Mexican food. So those are the reasons why Barbara and I are very grateful and blessed about living in Mexico. And you know what? If you decided to come down for a tour, you decided that you wanted to come and really check it out, I will tell you this. I have been now with approximately 60 different couples that have come to take a look at Lake Chapala, if it's a place that they would want to move to. And I want to tell you, there's a high percentage of individuals that come here that in fact want to call Mexico their home because of the rich Mexican culture that's here. So friend, I hope that's been helpful for you. Just one other aspect of why in fact Barbara and I feel so blessed about being here in Mexico. So friend, I hope that's been helpful. If you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's fast, free, and easy to do. On the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little red box. Tap on it, you're subscribed. Also, give us one of those thumbs up. Lets other people know it's a great video to watch about retiring to Lake Chapala. Stop by, say hi, ask a question, leave an idea for a video, and also make sure you hit the bell because that way you'll be notified as soon as our next video comes out and you don't want to miss our next video. So as always, thank you for being a part of this content, part of this community, part of this channel. Have an awesome day. We'll see you on the next video.